I don't know if it was. There was one other person there. I don't remember who was there. So he said, "Bro, you want to get stoned?" I went, "Nah, man." I stopped. He goes, "What? Jesus Christ! Fucking guy from Half Baked. You can't fucking stop getting high. The fuck you dying of?" He was so angry that I didn't want to get high. He was so pissed.
He was genuinely pissed.
The fuck is that? Who the fucking brewery? You fucking high? Jesus Christ! The fuck is? Are you joking like that? Jesus Christ, bro! What the fuck?
So many people like pretend that they don't give a fuck. You know, both in my business and in other businesses. You got I don't give a fuck. Hey, you know me. I don't give a fuck. You know, those people that advertise them. Like, that guy clearly, in the best way, didn't give a fuck. He really cared about people and stuff, but like he did what he wanted to do. And when he was on SNL, how big a gig that was. Because there was so few channels, the internet hadn't blown up yet. And even with basic cable and everything, I mean, it was still, if you were on Saturday Night Live and you were doing Weekend Update, it was one of the most coveted gigs a comedian could have. And no one's walking away from that job. I mean, if some suit at NBC tells you they don't like the jokes you're doing and be funnier, you know, you're shaking in your, I'd be like, oh, fuck, you know, I'm going to lose this big gig. I don't want to get fired. I don't want to piss these people off or whatever. I guess he was doing all those OJ jokes, and somebody, I forget how the story went. There was somebody there that knew OJ or something and was telling Norm to back off and move on to something else. So what does Norm do? He just doubles down and he just does even more OJ jokes, which is like, you know, the balls that took to do that. And he ended up losing the gig. He got fired. And people loved him and he was fucking hilarious, but he, you know, he didn't back down to the big fucking guy over there, and he ended up losing the gig. So, you know, as luck would have it, I think it was Dirty Work, came out like a year and a half later or so. So he has to promote it, and he's on the press thing. So Lauren has him back and has him host the show. And I remember he went out there, and his opening joke, he just comes out. And he was just like, something like this. Yeah, it's good to be back. You know, I actually got fired from this show about a year and a half ago because they said I wasn't funny. And now here I am. I'm hosting the show. So that means one of two things. Either I got a lot funnier or this show sucks. And then he had that big shit-eating grin on his face, and he started laughing. And then he proceeded to do a bunch of OJ jokes.
But he didn't take he took issue with OJ. He didn't take issue with if you tell him not to say something, it's like us. You know, it's like I guess he was the purest version of don't say this. And then he would find the most brilliant way to do it. He was a wordsmith also. He loved wordplay. And there was a brilliance to him that was really quite singular.
Norm really was brilliant. I mean, not just his stand-up, but I mean, an edgy, underappreciated Weekend Update anchor.
Oh, the best. Easily the best Weekend guy.
And I believe he followed Kevin Nealon, who I thought was great as well.
Nealon was great.
Yeah, different type of anchor.
Yeah, Dennis Miller was always like lauded as the best one, and then I feel like Norm kind of took it over.
Well, Norm was our guy. It's almost like people were like, I'm a Letterman guy, and then we're like, well, we're Conan guys.
Right.
That's kind of what Norm was.
But he would come in and he would bomb a lot. He would have jokes that the audience would be like, oh, he had this one great joke. He's like, something, women are bad drivers. And they went, oh, and he went, well, I want you to know a woman wrote that joke. And they went, oh, and he went, I'm kidding, we don't hire women. And you're like, yeah, that's a comic.
We love you, Norm. We love your comedy. He was a good human being. He was somebody that I think we're all going to miss.
100%. I mean, one of the greatest of all time, and
he really is.
This only like solidifies his legacy. I think that people will.
I thought he was really treated unfairly at SNL when he was fired. There was no reason to fire him.
I mean, I think he pushed the buttons that he knew that if he kept doing this, he was going to get fired. It was all the OJ jokes. But I think he went out on his own terms, and I think that's kind of what made him a legend. You know, the fact that he never had the huge hit sitcom, he didn't become Seinfeld, I think added to his legend. That I think he had an amazing career, and his comedy output is unparalleled. That he'll never be forgotten.